This seems to be a very strange thing for me to say, but I think this is my most favorite Masters of the Universe Origins opening since the inception of Masters of the Universe Origins. I think it's the Build-A-Figure. I don't know why they haven't done it. The fact that these are so modular. Why is this the only Masters of the Universe Build-A-Figure that exists? It took me a long time to get these, being a Canadian. It was really hard. I think I had help from one of my friends in Europe. I was lucky to get 1 or 2 on, I don't even remember, on Mattel Creations. I think I was lucky to find 1. With Mattel Creations, you just got to be there at the right time to get it. Sometimes you don't know. Some figures will just show up there. I'm not sure if these are Walmart or Target exclusives. There's just 4 of them. I thought there was more of them because none of the box ones are available in Canada. Really difficult to get, and they rarely show up on Mattel Creations. So you kind of have to, you have to network, which is something that I'm not very good at. Having friends and being a good friend, but I did manage. I don't know. It wasn't too long ago to finish off this collection of 4. And what I'm so excited about is building this robot. I don't know anything even about Turtles. That's why it's so weird. But also the thing about Masters of the Universe Origins, and what makes me like it more than even the original Masters of the Universe vintage collection, is that the articulation and the new characters that they're bringing in. They're expanding the universe. They're giving me even more figures, and I mean the bright colors and the hunky chunky figures. That's what Masters of the Universe is all about. I talked about that yesterday in my last video. But to build this guy, he reminds me so much of like the 1970s inspired figures that would have inspired Masters of the Universe, like Pulsar, his chest cavity. I mean, I hope I'm not disappointed. I was very disappointed with Modulok. I think my most disappointment out of all of these figures was Modulok, but this guy might make up for it. Here, maybe we'll do some adjusting so I can see things a little bit better. Put on my glasses. I guess we're going to open these in order. I know that these are older figures, so you've probably seen reviews of these, so I'm probably just going to pump through the reviews of these. I want to do this as quickly as possible. This figure is so huge. I don't know who these things are. I don't know if they've changed the names. I don't know. I mean, I know a tiny bit about about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In fact, I did collect the retro figure a few years ago. Well, it wasn't even a few years ago. It was probably a decade ago now. But they keep releasing the retro figures. But I don't need to have those anymore because I have Masters of the Universe making Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that's good enough for my collection, and I hope that there's more factions that come in here. When are we getting Forza T? We need that, Mattel, please. Scissors. I don't have the real scissors I need to cut these open. Tape. Oh, this is the worst part, is having to be careful with these boxes. And maybe I should have been going on about how I don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I might pause this video while I open these carefully instead of... Got my bone folder, got my letter opener. Just the bone folder so I don't rip it. Okay, I love these boxes. I don't know how to show you the art on these and everything so quickly. But the art is amazing, and I love when they do that. Look at the schematic drawings. That one even has color. That is beautiful. Oh, man. There's something about this. I'm going to blow this up and frame it and put it on my wall. That's beautiful. That's the kind of art I like. It looks like toy concept. I love that we're getting so many toy concept figures too. What else can I show you? I'm going to have these standing by for questions and problems. And so let me just put that on the floor. it also comes with a comic book. So I guess all of these comic books are going to be individual to the guy. Oh, cool. Usually when they do those on the box, they don't give us the schematic drawing, and I love that. Oh, this is a card. What? Okay, I have to look at this right away, because I don't know what this is. I saw a review, not just the other. What is this thing? Okay, this is blowing my mind. I don't know what review. Maybe it was a turtle. Maybe they don't make comics for all of the turtles. This looks so thick. This is really exciting me. What is this? Okay, something that I always, when I open up a toy, I always wish that they would come with collector cards. This is what is this? Like, it should be collector card size if they make it, but they made it This is amazing. I don't know what it's for, and it's really thick cardstock. I love it. I love it. And I got my schematic drawing. I don't know how I'm going to store it. I have my 3-ring binder full of comics that fit really nicely into the full sheet pages. But these are going to fall all over the place and stuff. It's really nice. Maybe I need to frame this and put it on the wall. Here's the schematic drawing. Why am I wasting my time on these things? These little pieces of art I love to collect just as much as the figures themselves. I am looking at this to see if there's nothing to take apart. Right backdrop, which I love. We'll save all of the boxes and the packaging for Masters of the Universe for sure. There's just too much awesomeness that went into it. What an incredible deluxe figure. I don't know what we're supposed to keep. I wish they had some kind of cheat sheet for the robot guy too. Maybe that's on the box. I gotta check the other side of this. Alright, I swear I'm gonna speed things up, don't worry, after we open this initial box, because I have some kind of, maybe the robot instructions are printed on the other side. I think, yeah. No. They normally do that. They'll put that on both sides. But I thought maybe they would mix it up. It is showing you the robot instructions here first. This is 1 of 4. By the way, I didn't know how many of the boxes made this up. I never paid attention to the 1 of 4 before. And there are so many of these boxes that are exclusive from U.S. Targets or U.S. Walmarts. And I don't know if these are Target exclusives or Walmart exclusives. I think Smith's gets all of them in the Europes, but I guess UK isn't Europe anymore, is it? In UK, Smith's in the UK and Smith's in the rest of Europe. I guess Germany, basically. Box art is wonderful. I probably will be folding it and storing it like this. I can't keep it with my other cards. I did show you the art on it. I have to have that standing by. Back to opening up this thing. How do I know what's for? I guess I'm going to put the stuff aside. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up everything. I'm going to put the robot stuff aside. The stuff that I know is for the robot. And then I'm going to review the figures that you've seen before, that you've possibly seen before at the end of the video. But we're going to make the robot first, because that's what we're most excited about. I think this is a completely different entity. I don't think this has anything to do with Metal-Boto, who I don't know what it is. And that's another thing that I need to talk about. This is called Moose-Jaw. So this is Trapjaw, and I don't know who Moose is. I know who Bebop and Rocksteady is. So what they did is, instead of Too Bad, they did Two Bop Steady. So Too Bad, Two Bop Steady. Bebop, Two Bop. Oh, Bebop, Two Bop. I guess that sounds like doo-wop, or so Two Bop Steady sounds amazing. So whoever came up with the name is incredible. And he is both characters. So that's Bebop and Rocksteady. And Bop sounds like rock. So yeah, that just worked out really well, but that's confusing. This is Splinter, so that makes sense. Splinter Skull, so like King Grayskull, I guess, is what's going on here. But Splinter is the character that we got here. Now this guy, I think Sla'ker is Sla'ker. I don't know who this is. This is where it gets. This is too deep cut for me. I don't know who Sla'ker is. And I think he is, I think Sla'ker is a Ninja Turtle character. Let me know down below. And then Metal-Boto, that I'm not sure about either. I don't know if, I know that it's Roboto, Roboto? Modulok and Roboto. Okay, now I'm gonna have a brain fart because there's so many yeah, so I don't know who Metal-Boto is. Oh yeah, but there is, it is one of my favorite, when I see this in the store, when I see the Hasbro has mashups for their Ninja Turtles, and I love that, and I did collect a whole series a few years ago of that too. Am I going to sell those? I'm probably going to sell those. But the new versions of those that are modular and come apart, kind of want to collect those where you can replace the heads, but I do know that there's this metal turtle. I don't know what his name is though. Alright, now that we've got that out of the way, and how confused I am at this stuff, I don't save this. Okay. The colors on this are amazing. I am going to set it aside. I don't know how it differentiates. I don't know if it's cartoon version. I don't know if it's Origins version. Getting the 3 accessories in different colors though is so incredible. I love his add-ons. They are amazing. This pearly, swirly, metallic blue paint that these are colored in is so good. These are really cartoon collection-y, like I guess because, you know, Ninja Turtles are a cartoon too. But I think that this is Origins, and they've just colored this face. I said I wasn't going to do the review. Is this jaw articulated? Yes. I don't know if they used the same head again. I think it's different. Let's just come back to that. I have to see where it doesn't. Oh, does it show you? It shows you that his legs come off. That's where this comes in. The schematic drawing is totally for Trapjaw, or whatever his name is, Moose Jaw. This guy, it's showing you that his legs come off and that he connects, his tail. So that's a good thing I didn't keep pulling. These come off and hitch onto his new belt, which, I said I wasn't going to review this, but I think this is special. I think he's the only one that comes with like an extra little character. The fact that they gave him, I love that they gave him like better ways to attach his tools. That was always a problem for me. But look, they gave him a new logo, a turtle logo on his belt. So you're supposed to do this. Do you turn it backwards? No. And then you can put this part on his peg instead of one of those weapons that I showed you earlier. And then this can open like a trap jaw. That is so cool. I love the white plastic. It just makes it look futuristic space, barbarian futuristic space. I can't handle this. This is a beautiful figure. Oh yeah, this whole new design. Wow, look at this comes off. Okay, we'll get back to that. That's my first one. My first one opening. Oh, and it comes with this too. It comes with so much. Where's this blast? Where did they like to put the blast? Blast. Oh, they have it coming right out of his fist. Oh my god, that's so cool too. So these are new additions to Trapjaw. So, oh man, look at this blaster. I mean, you take that away, I never even thought of that. This is a blaster in its own right. I mean, it comes with a blaster. Here I am reviewing it. But there's all these pieces. We have to talk about all the pieces. I have to know if they go with the Metal-Boto. Oh, that is so cool. Oh man, I do like when they include effects. Let's put them out of the way. Next, number 2. No, that's number 3. Number 2, I think this is the last one for me to get. This one came from Europe. What is this piece? Oh no. Oh, this is so you can switch out his wrist. So you can put the blast in. This is for Metal-Boto. Anyway. I gotta look again. I gotta look at the pieces. It does show that tiny little wrist. I don't know why. Maybe it's so you can use some of the accessories. Oh yeah, so you can swap out. So you can use Trapjaw's accessories with him. And they made them in the same color so that they could share accessories. That is so insane. Oh, it actually says that the accessories are from Metal-Boto. That's kind of a cheap out, because they're supposed to be for Trapjaw, but they come with Trapjaw. It's actually not a cheap out. It's the fact that they're for him. It's just one arm. That's all we get. But then you get all these extra. Oh man, you get so much extra, and they can use both characters. I'm ecstatic. This is already working out to be the best. Wait till I get. There's a removable chest plate. I can't. That's what I'm most excited about. I can't handle it. Let's get to that. Let's make him a Pulsar. Pulsar's completely a different thing, but oh man. Mattel has to remake a Pulsar. They have to remake Big Jim. They have to do Masters of the Universe Origins Major Matt Mason. And what about BraveStarr? I'm not sure what toy company BraveStarr is. I don't remember. If BraveStarr is Mattel, why isn't that being done? All right, so this drawing, it looks like paintings. It looks like old toy concept sketches that have been colored. His shell comes off, which is kind of the whole Ninja Turtle thing, which is why these can't be legitimate Ninja Turtles, because their shells come off. But I really like that part, to tell you the truth, because they act like shields, and I think that's amazing. This is something that I don't understand. The name of Masters of the Universe by X, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It should be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Masters of the Universe, because Mattel is making this product. Hasbro, isn't it? I don't understand the reasoning behind that. This figure is massive. Is this what the Giants are going to be made? I mean, the Giants from Preternia. Oh, that's my other problem. I'll save the rest of these to the end. Another one of these cards. Amazing artwork, collector card, schematic drawing. What's happening with Preternia? That is my favorite Masters of the Universe faction, and it seems like they are skipping over it. Like, we got a little taste of it, and we're getting some more, but aren't we going to spend some time there? We spent a lot of time with snakes. Is this the Giant's buck? Is that what this is? Is this the Masters of the Universe? Is this the same body part they've used for some of the WWE? I don't know. It must be. They must have reused the arms and the legs. This is huge. This is freaking me out. This is so much fun. Look at him compared to a regular figure. I'm satisfied. Like, yeah, you know what? I think now that we're saying this, and now that everything's said and done, and we have all of these toys, I'm gonna say it. I want the Giants to be this size. I don't want them to be too big. You know how hard that would be to collect and to store and to display. Yeah, I want the giant, and it would even be, I mean, as epic as it would be to have like a, I don't know, a 12-foot giant. I guess we would want it. Oh, it would be really cool. Listen, if they do a 12-inch giant for Preternia, there's two giants. If you don't know, two Masters of the Universe giants that they made after the toy line ended, and Europe got them, but the rest of Americas didn't get them. They could make them 1/6 scale, and then they could start making 1/6 scale Masters of the Universe action figures, and that would be incredible. So I take that back. I want them to be 12-inch figures, so that then they can start making 1/6 scale other figures, and then you can kind of like mix Masters of the Universe with like Barbie, and like He-Man would be a Ken doll. And yeah, and just the crossovers could be incredible for that. All right. And then we can get a Pulsar. Like Pulsar was like a 14-inch figure, but I do want him in 1/6 scale. I want, yeah. And not like Mondo, way too much detail. Like hunky chunky Fisher Price Masters of the Universe. All right. I wanted this to be a short video. I knew that it couldn't be. All right. Wow. Come on. Okay. Incredible. Like the weapons so far in these unpainted blocks of bright color. This is my jam. These are so cool. Look at this. Look, they're tribal. They're so good. Let's put that stuff aside, and we're just looking at him really quickly. We're looking at his shield shell. I'm gonna plug that. This is a shield. This is a shell. He holds it. I mean, this is kind of a good enough review, but I'm gonna come back and look at these. I mean, just look at him with the pink, and he's got the Beastman shoulders, and he's got this weird new backwards S belt on with the loincloth and the fuzzy underpants that are like, this loincloth is removable, so this is removable. This gotta be like Andre the Giant size. I should have my my WWEs here to compare the size. Look, I'm doing the for you. This comes off, and then he's got, oh man, without saying Faker, oh, Sla'ker sounds like Faker. Okay, so I'm making the correlation now. Yeah, that's so, oh, it's so big and beefy and chunky and cool. And look at this two-toed. This is what an incredible thing. All of these turtles, they had the backs that plug on. I'm not sure which side is supposed to be up or down though. I guess it showed me in the instructions. Spikes go down or up? Spikes go up. And it's got a place to store the little weapons, the scythes. Like, he is such an amalgamation of so many different characters. Like, I'm thinking of Jitsu with the weapon storage, and wow. I can't wait to take off this torso and see what's going on. Okay, I'm getting way too excited, but I don't care. The moving parts, and look, it's got the mechanism that is so, they worked that into it so that he's got the Roboto. Oh, Roboto. He's not multi-bot. Did I say he was multi-bot? Well, he's kind of multi-bot, even though he's also Roboto, but I guess those are the two robots from Masters of the Universe. But look at, they worked this mechanism in where the jaw moves, and this piece looks so incredible. This is my biggest problem with Masters of the Universe Origins, is that they did not make the loincloth separate from the legs. So this is as far as you can break down the crotch piece. You always have the big thighs, and that's not changeable. They really should have designed it so that these ball pegs could come out of here. They failed when they did do it with Modulock. I am not impressed. I think I did see another review too where somebody said that they started making so the ball sockets could come out of the legs, though. I don't know if that's true. It's definitely not true with this figure. I can see that that's in there really tight. You can heat this up and take these legs off, though. That is an option sometimes, and I've seen people do that. But these colors are incredible. Oh, again, very Ninja. Yeah, I'm thinking Ninja when I say, or I guess Jitsu Ninja. I guess this is more actually Jitsu. No, Jitsu. Very, very cool. All right. What else? Who's number 3? Number 3 is Splinter. Where are the pieces? What did I do? Oh, I put them over here. Let's put those pieces over here. They're supposed to be for him. Let me do that. Let me put this back into here. Can this go into his mouth? Is there a hole in there? Oh no. What missed opportunity. Why did they know? Oh, no. I was right. They did not miss the opportunity. They did put it in there. Incredible. Oh, so good. All right, there. It barely fits, though. I can't. Oh, this isn't. This doesn't go up very far. Oh man, this is so good. Okay, there. Now I have all of the pieces working together. Look, I've already reviewed him. I love him. I love the white. Looks so good. All right, look at this. Look at these. This color is really good. Kind of reminds me of the Castle Grayskull armor as well. There's very few robots that we saw in the Masters of the Universe characters, so it kind of is incorporating all of the different robots. So that's exciting. Has this been opened before? There's double tape on this. I don't remember where I got this one from. Did I get it from a toy show? Did I get it from my friend in Europe? I think Bebop and Rocksteady are the ones that I got from Mattel Creations. I think they're the only ones, even though some of the other ones have shown up, but I missed them. Alright, so here's my favorite artwork that's on here. Don't know if I've been showing the backs of these. Look at all of the characters. I guess hopefully that's all the characters from the waves. Casey Jones, that's another one that's so anticipated, but these figures keep coming out so quickly. Like, I wanted to open up him as soon as I got. I love the human figures so much. He comes with so much stuff, and he looks so cool, and it's so cool to have a new human. And again, those are pretty rare too in the universe. So, I mean, that's I'm sorry. I got really. This is my favorite part. This is the chest piece, and I guess that's all. And it's such, as far as I know. I mean, I haven't really watched. I don't know. Maybe I did, and I don't know. Okay, here, you gotta pay attention to this. Put the cape on, and the spear attaches to the sword. So this is a really, really cool design. Very 2000X. I like the wood matching with the blue kind of Star Wars-y, like fake sword, like it's a virtual hologram sword. That's kind of cool. That was very She-Ra cartoon too. Where there's this kind of weird barbarian space tech. It's more of that feel. Love that. Here is his collector card and drawing in there. Oh, there looks like there's more going on here. Some of these are these international ones? Is that what's going on here? I think that's what's happened. For the first two that I've opened were international ones, so they had to remove I've talked about this in the with the comics. I think that was the last video I recorded though. Here, look, they've got all the bios and stuff. We got gypped out again. They just gave us a picture. All right, so that is kind of cool though. I'm happy that I have different representations though, but I'm missing all of the ninjutsu. Look, it says master. It says ninjutsu there. All right. Speaking of jitsu, let's throw that stuff out of the way. Okay, I'm just gonna jump to this right now, because this I can't handle it. This chest piece that gets removed, and then there's working mechanisms inside. Okay, let's just. This is not supposed to happen yet. This is something that I did not know. I think even with Roboto, is you can actually remove the piece, but it's so tight. You can see the gears. Look at the gears. Oh, it's so cool. I love a chest cavity that reveals stuff inside. I can't handle it. These robot knees are really cool too. Yeah, so cool. Look, we have that together. Look, he's got 2 pegs for a turtle shell on the back too. But I don't think any of these pieces are intended for his turtle shell. Oh, I'm just paying attention to how you're supposed to put all of those, the trap jaw weapons all over his body. Oh man. Okay. Oh no, it is showing you. It is showing you this in the back. That does belong to him. Look, it's in the background. So this is his. So the fact that you can have him with a total covered chest piece, and then you can also take it off. This is what I want in a toy. This is what we haven't seen since the 70s, and Masters of the Universe never did this hidden reveal. I mean, but they could, like Pulsar. I hope we get a Pulsar. Am I putting this together right now? It seems like I am. Oh, am I going to put on this arm? I'm putting it together right now. I can't. How this is, I feel like I'm cheating on Christmas morning. I'm just way too excited. Oh look. How did they do that? Okay. I don't know how they did that, but look, the neck is a separate piece and it's making his wow. Okay, this is incredible. Gimmick design. Didn't I say design before gimmick? Was that this video or was that the last video? That's why I love Origins, because they go design before gimmick. But here they're doing design and gimmick. This is my favorite figure. This is my favorite Masters of the Universe figure of all time. I don't even have them together yet. Whoa. Okay. These are perfect. These like, look at this. This video is going to be 2 hours long. I'm doing better than I think I am. Okay, let's put that here. Let's put this robot shell shield. Look, again, it's got a handle to be a shield that can go in his hand, but it also plugs onto his back. I guess it plugs on. I'm going to plug on better that way with the hand grip with place to go, or does it go upward? Again, it would show me this probably on the side box. No, it doesn't fit on that way. So this is the only way for it to go, and that is supposed to go there. So let's just make him a turtle. You know now that this can be a shield for him, probably be a shield for Splinter too. Look at Splinter's other hand. Why they did that, I don't know. Why they didn't just give it to him? Maybe so he can hold both weapons and have that option. He can split these apart and then have a staff and then have a sword. That's probably why, in both hands. And then they gave him an awesome cape. This is the best. This is the best Masters of the Universe series that they have put out. Look, they've given him the 2 pegs so he can share the shield. if he wants to. And I think his ponytail, he's got all of this hair, all these ponytails going on, but I think that they have to go under this King Grayskull cape, which is the best cape ever. I hate when they mix cloth goods. This plastic is so soft, it's like cloth. Like they use the cloth so sparingly. Like She-Ra is such a letdown to me, the She-Ra figure. I mean, we've gotten many other She-Ras since then. Look at these things going forward. But I want some consistency. That's the best part about Masters of the Universe, is its consistency. This cape. This is so good. Oh wow, and this loincloth is so good. We have to, I'll come back to him. This tail, this is something we have not seen, and it's art. What am I reviewing him for? I mean, I'll get back and I'll show him more in detail, but let's just, I mean, I'm discovering for the first time. Check this out. He looks so good. He's got the extra hand. He's got the staff that can be put in both hands. We will come back, and he gets the furry boot things and his feet and his wow. Last one. This is two figures in one. This one's so big. No wonder these are deluxe, because they are so much plastic, so many extra pieces, so much extra thought, so much extra design. These are definitely worth it. I can't believe these are my favorite. These have to go in a separate box by themselves. Yeah, I don't even think I can keep them in the this is a subset within a subset. I can't put these in my Turtles of Grayskull box because they go together so well. So out of these boxes, my European friend Andy, thank you so much for getting me the so many of these figures, but he got me Merman, my missing Merman. So the only one that I'm missing right now is Krang, or Karng, I guess his name is Krang, which is one of the first ones. Unfortunately, at the toy show in Canada, where I live, I passed it by a couple times. Some lady wanted $75 for it. The next show is until September, though. So I don't know. At least the one that's near me, she might sell it somewhere else. I keep seeing it at her booth, and $75 is a lot. She does barter though a bit, but I did offer her $200 for a certain amount of figures, and she turned me down, and then I just didn't buy it from her or offered. Yeah. But I could be missing out. But they are more readily available. Anyway, I think I was seeing $200 or $500 to get my missing Merman on Canada eBay, but my friend managed to get it for me from Europe. Okay, this one, unfortunately. Wait, how is that possible? Because I got this one. I don't know. I don't know where I got this. Maybe I got it on eBay. It is in French. Oh no, maybe it's completely, no. You know, it's in English and French. So maybe I found this one on eBay. I know that the last two are on Big Bad Toy Store. I have the last two of these box figures. Not the last two to build him. This is just a 4 offset. But the boxed ones that are so hard for me to get, those last two, they have finally been available at least online retail. So I ordered them from Big Bad Toy Store. So I'm very happy to get the last 2 boxes. But the only one I'm missing now is Karg, whatever his name is. The blob that lives in some guy's stomach, in some robot stomach. So excited to get him, but $75 I thought was a bit much. I am going to open up Merman, and my favorite, oh, I forgot about, he's my favorite, the translucent Moss Man. I can't handle. Translucent figures are so great. Oh, why did I open up that? Oh, because I really wanted to confirm that there were no words on this. So unfortunately, I don't have a full collection of the cards in one and one, I have one representative of them done properly. Anyway, we'll have to take a look at that later after I pull out all of his legs. This is really weird that we got so much. I guess out of all of the figures, you would think that the one that had 2 heads would be the biggest, but no, not really. Where's that box? Where's that box to make sure that I'm doing everything right? We've got a ball and chain that can be attached to the wrist like Trapjaw. We've got a sword that fits in the hand. We've got a sword that fits in the back. Again, great artwork. The metal Roboto, there's a lot more tools and stuff. So very much like the Trapjaw set. We're going to go right to Metal-Boto. And then we can go back through the figures. This weapon is incredible, though. Sorry, side. Is that his? Who does that belong to? Okay, so these. Oh, and this. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, that reminds me so much of the. This might be the same hand from the robot that's inside of Castle Grayskull. Those pieces are so cool. Oh my god, they. Oh wow. Oh, I can't. It's so complimentary to these ones. Just the. Oh man, I can't handle it. I'm freaking out. And then another one of these. This is how they should have done Modulok. Why wasn't Modulok done this way? This is how they should have done it. Okay. A little attachment piece done properly. All right. Okay. Making sure those are the pieces that are for him. Yes. I guess because he is the 4th character, all of the other ones are so complicated in what weapons belong to who. But I think this was the last afterthought, and the way, I don't know how much thought was put behind it. But I'm just surprised at how contained bop steady, two bop steady. Every single one of these weapons have been, they have blown it out of the park. It is beyond fantastic how every accessory with this is done so perfectly. They're not all painted, and like the way that these two things go together, I think I love the 2 plastic colors. Oh man, it's so good. This is exactly the same. This is a real working chain. Like, so fun. It's so rare to get these. This sword is so chunky and they match. Like, I love these weapons so much. I said I was gonna do this review first. Okay, we're coming back to him, but I'm just freaking out over here. Yeah, I have to see how all these. I gotta see what his body looks like underneath this little garter belt. Does that come off? No, that's glued on. You can see that that's coolness. Oh yeah, let me just give you a roundabout though of how awesome this guy is. This sword sheath, and oh man, and you take off his hand and you put on the I can't handle it. All right, we're finally doing it. Let me take off the chest plate because that's the best. I don't love his face, by the way. I just love his colors, and I love he's a robot. He does remind me of every single robot incarnation in Masters of the Universe, all mixed into one, and they probably did that on purpose. This is a really tough joint here. Yeah, it's not. It's harder, stiffer plastic. It's not as. But I guess that's pretty normal for this. It's making me question: does this even go into here? Okay, I did it. I think it's a weird angle. It's not an angle. It's not an intuitive angle for the arms, even when you're putting on the other ones. But it's nice that it's such a nice tight piece. These articulations in the elbow don't seem to have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't go as, we don't have a lot of, yeah. There's this word. Oh, can't. It doesn't bend very far, okay? Unfortunately, we're not getting a lot of bend because of the shape of it. But, I mean, we're getting some bend. It's good enough for me. It's a robot. Robots are supposed to be all awkward. Let's put on his feet. How do I know which one's the left and the right? Sometimes they do that. There's no way for me to know. Maybe it's the same on both sides. You know what I think? Oh, it says. It does. They gave you an L. Thank you. Right. But is it my left or his left? I guess it's his left. Wait, which is left? Okay, I'm so confused. Okay, he's got, oh wow, he's got, look at this. This is like mosquito's like legs, which I think somebody else had. Maybe it was the Castle Grayskull robot. I don't know if I'm putting these on right. I don't know what's right. His right or his right. I think I'm putting these on. It has to be his right. If it says L and R for him, then it would be his right. Right. It wouldn't be my right. And then I don't even know my left and my right. All right, so this joint is really cool. It's all rockety, all over the place, which I like. It kind of loose though, loose ankles, but green as in turtle feet. Looks kind of stocky, stubby. These cuts are kind of strange, where the boot is different. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what these big blue things are, but they did it, and it's fine. He's very blocky, which that's a good thing for a robot. And then we've got all of these extra weapons. I guess I kind of want to put the chest plate back on. I already showed you. Let's see it one more time. The gears move, and his mouth goes up and down. That whole, can't believe that the head didn't come attached. Oh yeah, you can see how they invented that. They put a whole giant real gear going up through the back, which you can't even see in the design in the front. That's I can't. Oh, check this out. Okay, this is going to solve all the problems, because I didn't know what to do. Now, of course, you can swap out his two front claws, his two front claw paws, and put these two things on, and then you can put any of these weapons into his plugs. So you're switching out this kind of plug. I got to do it once. I don't think that there's a left and a right of those. I have to see what this one hand looks like. Oh, did I do the wrong hand? Of course I did. So I guess I have to do both. Is there a left and a right of these? Are these exactly the same? Please be exactly the same. So I don't get upset and not know which one came with which set. No, they're exactly the same. Cool. All right, so let's put those both on here. I got to see what happens when you elongate his wrist, because that's kind of confusing. This peg is quite a struggle. I wish that they would have made that peg like this. But so this goes into this hand, and then this is the only one I'm going to do like this, and then we're going to put this hand into there, because each set Trapjaw came with a hand, and then Two Bop Steady came with a hand. But that really does gorilla his arms though, it makes them kind of a bit too long. Make sure that they're all snapped in there together. And then the fact that he can't bend his arms. Now we got all these different weapons, satellite dishes and stuff, and he's got all these different peg holes throughout his body. Well, actually just 2 on his shoulders and 2 on his... I'm forgetting all my words today. What's this part of your arm called? This part of your arm. So 1 there, so you can plug these all over. But what I'm just noticing right now, which is so good, I mean, they should have put, why didn't they put one on his knees? They could have put, that could have been so crazy to do that. Yeah, so on his shoulder there, so you can either put him on those, but this is what's amazing. Look at storing all. Can you store all of them? Let me do silver, blue, silver, blue. Oh yeah, they've 3. It came with 3 each. So check that out. And just having his arsenal on his back. That is so, so cool. And then of course, if you have these things, you can use the blast effect in there. Unfortunately, there's only 1 blast effect. Maybe this fits. I don't think so. Oh no, it does. Oh no, but it does. So endless possibilities of mixing and matching. I do love how they made it so like even this color fits in. This is the wrong peg though. This is the wrist peg only. That's why they shouldn't have made a wrist only peg. They did it for the articulation, I'm sure. But I didn't need wrist articulation. I can't say that. These hands I like a lot more. Let's take this all apart. I showed you so much. Let's go back and look at the rest of those figures. I'm going to put him back in his form that I want the most. So I'm going to plug those. I do love how I have storage for all of these pieces. I'd rather them be on his back. I just think that that's really cool. Having all of the stuff stored back there. That is so good. Oh, and you could even use it as a spiky shield. I'm losing my voice. Look how cool this looks as because it has the handle for the shield. So look at that as a crazy shield. I got to get his hands back on. And then, so these are the 2 pieces. Oh god, that are really hard. Those are going to have to go somewhere else because those are the ones I'm not going to use very often, because I think I want to always have his 2 awesome robot hands in place. So I'm just putting them back together, all together. Our first Build-A-Figure. Why aren't they making more? What other faction could they do a Build-A-Figure with? I don't. It doesn't have to be a robot, but come on, Mattel. Why aren't we getting more Build-A-Figures? You've made these modular characters perfect for this, and this is the only one we've gotten. He is so special to me because of that. His head isn't even. I don't even really like his head. This is incredible design. I mean, I guess he's one of my favorites. He's the first cool robot Build-A-Figure. I just wish he had a cooler looking head. I want him to have a humanoid head, I guess, as well. Instead of a turtle robot head, I want him to have a human robot head. I wonder if Roboto's head can fit on there. Anyway, coolness personified. I am so happy with this. Let's and then these are the 2 extra parts. I wish there was a place for me to plug those in, but unfortunately not. I guess, oh no. Yeah, no. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's look at the rest of my my card collection. So the card, it says this with nothing else written on here because we got to make it so that the French people don't get confused by the English words. That's the reasoning behind it. There's the schematic drawing, which I like. This other one, which I've shown you. The other card says Moose Jaw on it. Such solid plastic. Our cards. Open this. Easy to open with the tape. Can't wait to put all this stuff away. How am I doing for time? Oh no, I'm over the time that I wanted to take. I got to get outside. I got to do some yard work. But just a few more minutes of going through this stuff. So this is what I'm missing. So I guess on all of the other cards, I got international ones for these other ones, and this is how it's supposed to be. I mean, just like the comics that we get internationally, I kind of like having the ones that don't have any interrupted text. But it would be nice to have the bio. This was going to help. Master of Ninjutsu, powers of physical manifestation of power of Grayskull. See, that kind of stuff would have been good and helpful. Except that's not the part that I struggle with the most. I don't know who these are in the Ninja Turtle world. There's Splinter. We have to look at all that stuff. It's nice to know that his tail doesn't come off, so I don't be pulling on that, but his belt comes off, and his arm and his head. That's why they make those circles. And then the last card, who is this? This must be Bebop. Oh no, this is Sla'ker, which is supposed to be like Faker. Oh yeah, I gotta see what his robot paint deco, his chest deco looks like. It looks really good in that see-through hole. But so cool, and he's such a giant head, arms, waist, and regular standard. You have to tell me down below, what do you think? Would you be happy with him as a giant? I'm just gonna dream for everything. It has to be both. I want 12-inch giants, and I want whatever 7-inch giants, whatever size this is. He is definitely, well, let's see him next to Bebop Steady. Still towering over. The turtle figures are so much bigger than the regular origins. They just he's so big. All right, I guess the person who I looked at the least, though, back to Bob Steady, and then I need to know which guy they wanted to give the ball and chain to. It seems that they're giving it to. Do I even know which one is Bebop and which one is Rocksteady? I don't think I do. I mean, Bebop, I guess. Do they have to do Bebop and Rocksteady? Do they have to do them in that order? I think they do, don't they? So it is a hand peg. You take off his hand, you give him a ball and chain. That seems kind of barbaric. We got this turtle shoulder pad which slides right off. That's really cool too. We like that shoulder armor. That is removable. We got the sword again, so good for the hand. Matches the mace, the ball and chain, which I love so much. Like, this is one of the coolest accessories. I think, did we get one of these before? A ball and chain? We must have. I know in WWE mashups, they definitely did one. Oh, his leg just fell. Oh, whoa. Remember when I said that the legs don't come off? What? What is going on there? Okay, I've had some, speaking of WWE, I've had some problems with that. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening with that joint. That's this does look like it comes off, unlike the other ones that I was looking inside. Yeah, this one's not made the same. It's got much narrower grip. This one doesn't look like it comes off, but oh well, I get that's weird. What is happening there? Have you seen that before? Oh, I just gave it an extra push in. I don't know. It doesn't seem broken, so I'm okay, and it doesn't fall off too easily, so I'm okay with that. Are these knee pads removable? No, I don't think so. I like this. This is very Too Bad reminiscent of the very different two sides. I think that those patterns might be directly taken, this one at least, from Too Bad. I think I wish that this came with a separate connector piece where it could be also held. I definitely prefer him having his hand, but I don't know. You can't really hold on to this, so it should have come with a handle that worked with that plug, in my opinion. The heads come off. Oh yeah, I want to see how this loincloth comes off. I guess this is a mistake. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool kind of splatter. It kind of reminds me of how the Too Bad bodies melt together. But that's kind of a weird, like, the paint on all of these have been so good and so minimal. I guess I got lots of paint splatter. It kind of looks good though. I guess metal paint is never going to look too bad. How does the body part come off though? Is there a plug? Is it supposed to? I can see that it's 2 layers. Oh no, it does actually have plugs. Sometimes it's glue. Oh, it's just one. I think the other one is glued. So that comes off like this. Oh, this is super weird. I'm glad that I did this. We won't be putting him back by the end of the video though. But let me just break him down, and I won't put him back together because you saw him together. But that is really cool. Oh, why am I doing it that way? That's dangerous. We don't want to stretch the stuff out. But check out the design of the vest. And then of course his arms come off, and then you can take that off, which is cool. And I guess this is the same body as Too Bad? No, I don't know. I don't remember. Did I open a Too Bad? So many figures. There must be a Too Bad that I've opened. Does his armor fit over his body? Is it molded in here? I don't know. It's cool. It'd be kind of cool to see. Kind of cool to see them shirtless too, like so. And then just the different pants that they have on in different colors is really cool. The regular simple pelvis piece, so weird. I wish that they would have done this for every, I don't know if that's even intentional. There's something weird about the feel of this plastic. Just as long as it's not broken, I don't care. I just wish that the loincloth could have been separated from the very beginning. Cool. He does look really cool. Really, I guess the body is a little more wider than it has to be normally. It's got kind of a cool split down the molding. I love it. It's really excellent. Okay, let's just see him. Let's see him put together at least shirtless. Like two layers of armor. Look, and he still didn't get too bulky. Like, this is a really cool thin plastic. What a great piece that is. That'd be cool to put on other people. Let's see how it looks. But then you could even put the armor on without the vest on underneath, which is excellent too. Very, very, very cool figure. Whose is this? Oh, that's Sla'ker's. All right, let's put this out of the way. Let's go to this guy, which he has one hand. Hopefully I'm not missing one. Is there any way to see? Do I check in my propaganda if he has another one of these hands? Is there some kind of lore where he needs to have more of this regular rat hand? Is there something special about it? That, like, why was it necessary to give him this hand? Because it's not like it's that different. I mean, it's more designed instead of giving it function, but they're pretty much the same hand. So what's up with that? Did I drop one? It's showing this. It's showing him with the regular hand. It's showing him with the regular hand. It's not showing him with the thing. There's no place on here where it actually shows you what parts come with these figures. Does it have to be for spell casting or something? It seems like he has always... I mean, there's these two hands that look more... I don't know what that's about. I don't know why that was necessary. Hopefully I'm not missing a hand, and maybe there's some lore. It's not that different though. It's like the same shape, except this one can hold. This one can hold too, I'm sure. See? I do like the traditional hold hand though. It's such a good design again. More elongated forearms. Was that the term I was thinking of before that I didn't think of? He's got all of these ponytails that are wrapped around his neck. I don't like how this one almost comes into the front like a beard though. I don't understand why that's like that. Let's take this head off. Oh, maybe it is supposed to not go under his chin so much. Now he seems to be falling better. Now he looks like a little girl with pigtails. 3 ponytails that you can see. I kind of have to take this loincloth off though. It's very pog. It's so this part comes off like this. It's really, I do like how all of their shields turn into... Oh, his tail does come out. It didn't show that in the schematic. Oh, and look, it's the same peg as come on, oh, here's Robo. As this is one of these joints, so we can give him some kind of mutation. Which isn't that what this is all about? Oh, these are 2 separate pieces. I did not know that. That is wacky. That is great design there. So the cloth, I really thought it was all one piece of cloth over the whole. The belt goes up over that. And then this piece is another where you have to take the arms off. Or, oh, no you don't. Well, you still do. But look at those 2. Look at that peg system. This is incredible. These are so different from any of the other. It's like somebody else worked on this because of somebody who's really into design and gimmicks and making them work together. Because this is unlike any of the other Masters of the Universe. These are an entity of their own. It's like somebody took on this project separately. Look at this. So this brings me right back to the 80s. Seeing this furry chest for a long time, it looks just like Zodak's body, which was so weird. Did I mention that Zodok was that this video? That Zodok was my favorite character because he's space and monster and humanoid and barbarian all at the same time. It doesn't make sense. It's so cool. But really, Splinter looks amazing without all that extra garb on. Where does his tail attach? Where's his torso piece? Also, some review that I've seen recently also has a I forget what it was. Oh, look at this tail. I didn't even notice that too. It's like a real rat tail. We've got the fur, and we've got the exposed, diseased untail. But somebody else has a hole in their bottom. It's one of the newer figures. Also, which I guess, so this is a repeat of that. Or they're a repeat of this, because this is older. But really cool rat figure without all of this extra stuff, and then I can just add some of the stuff at whim, like the cape. Oh, that's yeah. There's so much going on. The minimal paint deco. I guess I like the more MOTU hand, I have to say, better than the. This has to be connected to some kind of lore, because why? Why one rat hand? Okay. All right. Let's get back to this guy. I haven't put these things in his hands. I'm not even sure. Oh, it says the spikes go down. Look at these 3-fingered giant paws. Incredible. Look at these spikes. So I guess he is kind of Beast Man. Yeah, I don't know Sla'ker. So he's Faker. Oh yeah, I promised to see his chest, but I do have to put these things in here. Like, he is so chunky. He is so cool. Man, yeah, I can't decide. Do I want the giants to be this size? Because they're just so fun. His jaw looks articulated, but it's not. He's got the bandana blindfold on. He's got the place to put on the turtle shell shield. Gotta pull this piece off like so, and then this is what I wanted to see. This reminds me so much of the 70s too. 70s toys, printed on so well. Look, it's pizza is what the tape deck is on inside of his Laserdisc player is playing pizzas instead. Pizza, and some of the slices are missing. And then these things are slide offable, and they're so big. That's so cool. They could have made a giant Beast Man too, apparently, and then just a more giant torso with just a bigger, wider waist. You can see how much bigger it is. If we I'm gonna have so much to clean up afterwards. It's gonna be so fun to play with these. But yeah, you can mix and match this stuff, and I probably should have Andre the Giant here to compare, but I don't. And then all of these pieces are exactly the same. Very, very, very cool, simple, no paint turtle shell with that cutout piece that reveals that he's robot and he's in Faker color, and then the pop of the pink is so 80s 90s, and with the purple, like, yes, so good. Yeah, might as well. And then the giant turtle shell shield, like with the handle, is so cool too. And then, like I said, unpainted accessories. I think they just pop and look awesome. Look at this head. This giant head. The mask makes sense, I guess. Faker kind of. I don't know if masks make sense. The robot eye, like, whatever. All right, next up. Yeah, well, I already really looked at him. He is so cool. I do want to see how this comes off. So it is a peg system on this. I don't really want to take this off. You know what? I would have probably preferred if that wasn't red, and it would have just been all white. I love the futuristic white spacey on him though. And I always forget how this works. I guess they added on these straps kind of thing to this, but I did really like that white thing. But here is Trap Jaw, and then now I'm just appreciating all of the design that went into here. And again, those lights that they've painted on the front of all of these panels, That's, oh, you can just look, it looks like all the lights are turning on as the robot arm is working, and it's articulated, which I think that they're all articulated. I remember being confused when I opened up my first Origins trap jaw because the joint was so stiff, but I think that some of them are just more, I think they all have the same amount of articulation, but I think just some are stiffer than others. And then I love how you can put the legs on, I don't know what those things are called, but that is so cool that it comes apart. Like, that is, as much as it's really cool to have that little beastie floating around, I love it incorporated into his look. It's so cool. And then there's something about this head. It's more round and has the articulated jaw. And oh yeah, take a look at the design on these with the added white. That looks so good. Two claw. I don't think that is what his feet look like. I think they tried to mimic this guy's feet. Yeah. That is what they did. And it looks so good. And then underneath this, he even has the furry loincloth. So out of, yeah, they had the opportunity to remove all of the barbarian stuff from here, but they really went in and they kept like the regular Masters of the Universe, the quintessential belt and furry underpants. I love that. This is the only guy who doesn't have it, and I guess that does make sense because he is a robot, and the fact that it looks just like Roboto's. And then, can we see that one more time? And a removable chest plate. This is the thing. This makes it such a 70s toy. I mean, this guy is so cool. I can't. This was so fun. What a fun collection. I am so happy that I waited to open them all together. And now I have to put them all back together again. Wow. Can we get another Build-A-Figure, Mattel, please? Did I look at all of these things? Yeah, I looked at everything. I think I did a pretty good. This is probably my best job yet. Lost my voice. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Best Masters of the Universe collection yet. This is so good. Oh no, I think I'm done. Let's get some classic toys. Let's get them. If we can get some classic mashups. Forza T, doesn't even belong to Mattel. Gotta see that. Gotta see. They do so many great things with Pulsar. We gotta see a Pulsar. We gotta see a Big Jim. Major Matt Mason. They could go off into space, and then don't they have the DC license? Would be so good. I could get rid of all of my other toys. We had like Superman and Batman in Origins.